I've, no, I guess I want to start this off by saying I'm just some kid, bro. I'm 23. I really just turned 23 in January. And there ain't really nothing special about me. I'm really like any one of you guys listening to this. I've been wanting to, I guess, do one of these videos for so long. And I'm sorry that I can't put my face in it in the moment, but maybe down the line, if this becomes something more than just me speaking to myself, hopefully get some views. I guess really what I'm trying to do is reach out to people. I always have these thoughts. And ignore that that's my gaslight. I'd have to stop pretty soon for some guys, but I'm just I've been wanting to do this, and I always feel like this, where like my mind is racing a million miles an hour, but normally when I'm driving is really when I really feel it. Like I really do feel it. I get in like the deepest thoughts when I'm driving. I don't know what it is. I guess my mind just has nothing else to do. Even if I have music playing, I just can't. It's like I can't drown the voices out. I don't know if you guys experience this as well, but I'm so desensitized with the world and just things in general. So when I'm driving, and I finally remembered, I have my mic with me. I just got off work. I was like, you know what? It's the perfect weather. It's gloomy. It's cloudy. It's raining. At least to me, that's the perfect weather. Because that's just how, I guess I like it, because this is how I feel inside. That's how my soul feels. I might just ride this till this truck stops, so I guess. But man, I don't know, I was just thinking right now, and I have so many thoughts, but I guess the one that was hitting me right now is I've heard a theory that, like, is this hell? Like, I saw like a joke, I think it was from Soul Illuminati. He's like an OG of YouTube. I don't know if he knows who he is, but he was like, man, I forgot what he exactly said, but he was like, man, we don't go to hell. Like, there's no hell because this is hell. Like, I gotta pay for water. Like, it don't get worse than this. And I don't know, I was thinking about that joke right now, right, in the video, and it was like a clip. And I was just like, he kind of has a point. Like, what if this is like hell? And I know life can be beautiful, don't get me wrong, but damn, dude, like, there is infinitely more misery, grief, pain than there is, happiness. I guess you could say content, peace. And that might just come from us. I know that the answer's within us, but you look at things like lust, death, which death is a part of life. I think that in itself is beautiful, but sickness, poverty, illness, just things that happen for no reason, or maybe I do believe things happen for a reason, but all these sick things that I can't really say because I think they go against YouTube's guidelines, I believe. I'm not sure, but you can use your imagination of what the sick stuff I'm talking about, and it's happening 24/7, 7 days a week, man. You don't even know it. It's happening right under our nose, probably. I wish that things were different, but we created a society and this system where, I say we, but I don't know what you believe in, but humans, I guess, created a system, a world where we can't even be ourselves, and ain't that something? Like, we can't even be ourselves, man. We have to. Let's say you show up to work in an office job, you have to put up a front, not because you want to, because for others, because you have to look civilized, or I'm not. You have to put a certain image on, man, for no reason. Like, man, why can't I just be me, man? Like, I'm not saying I gotta go in there and be obnoxious and bother everyone, but why do you have to wear a suit? I know this sounds dumb, but wear a suit. Why do you have to wear this? Why do I have to act like this? Why do I have to smile? Like, if you don't, man, if you don't think that acting this way and not being yourself has an effect on us physically and mentally, spiritually, like it does, man. Like, this stuff can be easily killing us, and we didn't even know it because we've just created a system of like it has to be this way, but it doesn't. And if we just work together, man, like we could make some real changes. But man, I just. Bro, I was about to put gas and they literally just changed it from 245 to 255 in front of my eyes. But I just. Like, there's just like this world, man. Like, you should be able to say what you want no matter what. Like, you're not hurting nobody, man. Like, so if a dude's racist, bro, let him be racist. Who cares? He ain't hurting nobody, man. You know, like, at least he's being himself, bro. And maybe by the dude being racist, you know, like, somebody can be like, hey, man, that's wrong, and actually, like, talk to him, have a conversation, and actually change his viewpoint, but that can never happen because people hate in silence. People hate in silence more than they hate out loud. It's sad to see, but there's so much hate, dude. And you know, you go to work on Monday 9 to 5, 7 to 4, and it's not even 9 to 5, bro. It's like 7. It's like 8 to 6, 7 to 7 because of traffic, because of driving, because of this, because of being held over. Then you get home for an hour, and then you're tired, and that you have to maybe eat something, maybe make some food, or stop by because you're so fucking exhausted mentally. You know, it's not even physically, but if you feel bad mentally, you're gonna feel bad physically. You pass by, you know, you get some BS food, and that BS food is filled with a bunch of stuff that kills you too, and it makes you feel even worse. So now you feel worse, and maybe you want to hit the gym, but now you don't want to. Maybe you do. That's another hour. Then you have to shower, and by you know it's already 10 or 11, and you had no time for you. Basically, you were constantly on a timer, on a clock, having to do something. It's like, I don't even get time to like just chill, like do my hobby or something. Like, I'm surviving out here, you know. And I saw someone say once, I forgot where, but you know, it's so hard to be imaginative when we're so busy trying to survive. I feel that's why as children we have so much imagination. We're not worried about surviving because we have someone there taking care of us. But as you get older, that leaves you, man, and you have to slave away. You know, the job, and you're so tired, just mentally, you don't want to do anything. And then you have to sleep, you know, so there's another 12 hours of your life. And if you think you're getting 8 hours of sleep or 7, the average person is probably getting 5 or 6. And granted, you know, that's probably on us because it's like, oh, we be doom scrolling at night. But it's like, dude, I don't even blame people because it's like, when else do you get time to just chill, you know? And I mean, social media is another whole can of worms I could get into, but that's another video. It's just like, dude, like, I look at all these cars and traffic, and we were made for so much more than this. But God, just damn it, dude, people are so selfish, bro. We're so selfish, man. We are, man. And if we just looked out for each other and were kind, it wouldn't be this way. people always trying to claw at each other to get the next opportunity. Man, I get cut off and people are just the worst driving, and I'm like, you know what, dude? Like, if you crash, dude, you'd be begging for help. You know, all that macho, man, all that ego, all gone, dude. When you need something from someone, yeah, man. Now you want to act a certain way, and it ain't right, dude. Like, I know we're only human, but that's how I say, man. Like, damn, is this really like hell on earth? Or... And but you know, you're gonna ask me what I believe in. I don't know, man. Like, I don't think this is. I don't believe this is hell because, like I said, life is so. Like, there can be so much. Life can be so beautiful, man. Like, it really can be. But just like evil versus good, or most people, or just people in general, where it's like there is just way more evil and, you know, objectively bad people than good people, because it's not easy to be good. You have to sacrifice, and you have to live a certain way, and you have to do this, and you have to do that. And when you're bad or you're evil, well, it's just you. You don't give a damn about anything else, or anyone else. You know, you don't have to do the right thing, even though you don't want to do it. And I don't really care what you believe, man, but you should do it. I don't care if you're religious or not. I really don't. I don't care. Believe in what you want. And that's another thing. Like, we should all be allowed to believe and do what we want as long as it's not hurting no one else. But it's like, again, we created this world for some reason we can't. You can't even go fishing without a license, bro. Like, bro, just let them fish, bro. But it's just crazy to me. We should all live like there is a God or someone watching us 24/7. And by that I mean, like, just do right. You shouldn't need someone watching you to do right. You should just do right if no one's watching. Because if you do it because someone's watching, you're not really good. But man, you can't save everyone, man. And I wish it wasn't like that. I had to stop to put gas, but I'm back. I was looking at my phone though, and some of the highlights of. Seems to be a lot of this too, but a highlight of my boy Naoya Inoue, the boxer. I don't know if you guys know him, but I'm pretty into boxing. Yeah, it was a highlight of him getting dropped early. I believe it was the second round. And I'm just like, you know, people, I remember that happened. I mean, I was watching it live, you know. And I'm just like, why immediately people hating, oh, he's washed, he's not actually as good as everybody said. He's just another fighter. Like, he's this, he's not, he was never great. Pound for pound, what, this shot champ. All this, man, it's just like, why, bro? Like, why do we bring each other down so much? Is it jealousy? Are we that envious of each other? Like, bro, go do it yourself. He's no different than us. He bleeds like us, he shits and he wipes his ass and he eats like us and sleeps at night. I just don't understand people, man. And I guess it's just bias, you know. I mean, they'll go and defend another one of them. I guess maybe their favorite boxer. Like, well, he's this, you know. They'll defend them. And it's like, bro, can you not see that's what a real champion is? True champion, anybody can sit there and beat on anyone, and this is just like not even for boxing, bro. This is just for life. Anybody can sit on there and do anything and do something and beat on someone, or pass an easy test, or do something really easy, or, you know, do this or that. Anybody can do that. Anybody can do that. But it's true champions that go in there and face adversity. You know, they get knocked down by life. This test is harder than they thought. But you know what? They make adjustments and they win. They persevere over those obstacles. That's what life is. That's why people who have everything get sick and do. That's why these rich people do all this weird, freaky, disgusting stuff, bro. Because you get sick when there's no friction in front of you. There's no resistance. You're just bulldozing through life. You know, hey, I want a ranch, or I want the ranch, and you know, you get it like nothing. You know, and it's like, well, there's no satisfaction. It's like, oh, I got it. Now what? I guess I'll get the next thing. And I think we are hardwired to do something. I mean, our ancestors, what, they hunted, they always did something. They're always trying to chase the next big thing, you know, push themselves. I think we're hardwired the same way. And people can be like, well, I like easy, I'm lazy, I won't do this. Well, even lazy people, they'd say you're lazy. No, I don't care about none. I'm lazy. I play video games. Well, guess what? That video game you're playing, I'm sure you don't play it in easy mode. I'm sure you want a challenge, right? Exactly. So even as simple as a couch potato, you know, like there is some amount of I want resistance. There is some amount anywhere you can find. Because living a life, an easy life, really ain't what it is. I know I always say, man, it's weird. It's like I kind of like being poor. I kind of like struggling. It keeps me on my toes and it keeps me hungry. You know, my end goal in life is to be at peace. And the thing is, I can get that right now. I don't need necessarily anything to get that. Everything we need is within us. The problem is, you're just like, I don't need peace right now. If I get peace right now, my hunger is gone, man. All that's gone. What do I need to be hungry for? I have what I want now. I'm at peace. I am happy within myself. My mind, body, and soul are aligned. There's no reason for me to be hungry. To go to war for this or this or this. To go to war to fight for a championship belt, to beat this guy in front of me, to do this test, to get that job. And that's what we saw with those other fighters. If you've seen like Ryan, you know, Devin, Canelo, Skull, all these guys, they just don't want war. They're not hungry like that. You know, show for a paycheck. And you can see it in the way. I think it was Teddy Atlas I was watching it. In the way fights like he's poor, bro. He fights like he has no money. Like this is make or break. He has to win this. Like he has to die out there. He fights. But he doesn't have. But that's his mentality, man. You gotta have the mentality of I need war right now, not peace. All these other guys, man, they got their millions. Inoue has millions. He's a millionaire, multi-millionaire. He can feed his family for generations. He's achieved greatness more than he'll go down as one of the greatest ever. But he still wants more. He's hungry. To him, he's not done. He's war ready. All these other guys already checked out, man. They're rich. That's what they want. They wanted money. They're rich. They got it. So they're not really. What do you want a war for? You know, you're in there and you're like, well, I'm just survive. Throw a jab. Devin Haney ran the whole time, just surviving, winning off a jab or barely winning by points. Same with Skull. Canelo wasn't. You could blame it on Canelo as well because he didn't even look good because he wasn't even cutting the ring off or anything. And then Princess Ryan over here just didn't want it to be there either because he doesn't want to do that. There's no need to, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. Like you already got your shit. Okay, well go, bro. But you know, don't hog up the spotlight. You know, give it to the young, you know, the other hungry dogs that want to come out, man. It's like one of my favorite videos was like, man, if you're gonna, I forgot his name, but it was a football player in a football clip. It's like, man, if you're gonna piss like a puppy, stay on the porch and let the big dogs come eat, man. Let the big dogs come play. And I think in this world, that's what sets us apart. Here's what I said earlier about, we're so tired and trying to survive that we can't be imaginative, but that's how you have to make it, man. You gotta be. And some people got easier, like really attractive women got OnlyFans, just physically, good genetic guys, women, they get, they could models or, some people get it easy, some get lucky, a lot of people, it is luck a lot of the time as well. It isn't all you can have the best everything. If you think that these guys are the top boxers in the world, bro, I bet you there's a nobody in the middle of fucking the Appalachian Mountains or something that's like the greatest fighter ever, but because he doesn't have the resources or know the right connections, we're never going to see that. Some people got it easy, but it doesn't matter what they got. It's about what you got. Yeah, you're tired, man, but that's what got to set us apart from each other. That's what sets champions around away from the average Joe. Is you do it when you're tired, and do it when you can't anymore. Do it when you're exhausted. Do it when you don't feel like doing it. Do it when you hate it. Because anybody can be a champion when they're not tired, when they're fresh. Anybody can do that, man. Anybody can perform when they're not tired. Whether it's mentally or physically. But when you're tired and you perform, that's when the true champions show themselves. But not everybody can do that. Most people fold. They really do. If I had one wish, that one wish would to be to save everyone. And I guess what that means is just like get everyone, whatever bad thing they're going through a situation, get them out of there and set them on the right course and put them on the right path to their dream. Not just to some mundane day job or a night job, but just actually do what they want, man, and not do what they have to. It ain't even about money, man. It's just about. And that's the thing too, man, is like you can do what you want and there's still gonna be days where you don't want to do this. Or you're tired. And that's anything. Even if you have your dream, you're doing your dream, man, there's gonna be days where you're tired. There's gonna be days where you don't want to do this. Because I think that's what we are as people, or humans, is we crave new things. We do. I guess it's just within us. But that's okay, we take a reset and come back. Maybe that's what vacations are for. I don't know. That's the thing. It's another dangerous thing, man. If you go to every vacation spot in the world, it's like, well, what now? Man, people take their lives all the time. Millionaires, poor people, middle class people. It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. At the end, we're all so similar. We don't even realize it. We all think we're so different, and we're not. And I bet you it's because what society's constructed, man. Of what humans have constructed. We shot ourselves in the foot. I bet you there are many times where someone won't be with someone because of the class difference or something. You know, you see the movies all the time, but sure it happens. It's happened forever in history, I'm sure. It's like, dude, you're no different. The guy living in the trenches, the girl living in the trenches is no different than the woman and the man living in a mansion, dude. You know, we all eat the same. We all wipe our ass. We all do the same things. We all get up. We all work out. We all go to work. We all dress. Only difference is the type of they got brand. Maybe you might have brand too. Maybe they don't and you do. If we just realize that we're not different, and we're all, and we united, man, we can make a difference. We could be unstoppable. I don't know if that's possible, man, considering just how the world is. I don't know if it's possible. We're so divided. It's crazy to me how we just can't seem to get along. From gender wars to religious wars to political wars. It's just all dumb, dude. Like, who cares? Honestly, who cares? You're fighting for nothing. You're fighting for nothing while the elites eat. While all of our 5 people own everything. They have us all killing each other and fighting each other. And we let it happen. We really do. I'm sure maybe a lot of people feel this way. But I guess maybe they feel hopeless as well. It's like, well, people just can't get along. What am I going to do? That's true. And maybe the best thing we can do is just have a voice. And hope it reaches the right people. Maybe you can build something with that. Throughout history, I guess that's how it worked. If history even is real, you know, like, what I mean by that, it's just like, you know, winners write history. So who knows if any of that stuff is actually accurate 100%. Willing to bet it's probably not. Just looking at all this traffic right now. I've been driving for probably 37 minutes. This is a song I'm playing on loop, so, well, it's an hour long, but it's at 37 minutes, so I've been driving for 37 minutes. And then again, I did stop by at the station, gas station. And my truck was on, so it's far wide, but still, I mean, that didn't take me more than 7 minutes or 30 minutes. It's just crazy. I don't know, y'all. I'm sure y'all think about purpose all the time, because I sure do. I really do hope this reaches at least one person that has this mindset. I hope it just reaches one person that can help them. I mean, that's the thing, you know. Like, I think I'm pretty knowledgeable, and I'm really into philosophy and, you know, stuff like that. But sometimes you just need to hear the right words, or you need to hear something. It's just like you're so knowledgeable, or you can be, or maybe, you know, but you still don't even think about some stuff. I've had so many times where people say something like, man, I never even thought of that. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah, that's why I say it's so important. Like, we need each other, you know? Like, I would never get this perspective or any of that if I didn't have someone else right there telling me their perspective. But instead of fucking, you know, listening and giving each other's perspective, we just all talk. We just talk and don't listen, and shoot down each other's perspectives, argue and bicker, and it's just like, dude, I don't understand how you can be stuck, how someone can be stuck in their ways. You not wish to grow? Is that not what life is literally all about? It's just growth from a physical and a spiritual standpoint, you know, like knowledge-wise, all of it. Just people are just stuck in their ways. Nothing can get done. People treat each other like trash. People treat each other like trash at the workplace. It bleeds into home life. Treat each other as there. It's just like, dude. Oh, but when something happens, oh, now it's feel bad for me, sympathize for me, this. And it's just like, dude, you got no sympathy for that poor worker you mistreated. And they did nothing wrong. I mean, I work places. I worked where I'm at now, where I'm treated like different, or I'm ostracized, or I'm an outsider, or I'm treated bad, or because of how I am. You know, I'm sure you guys know I sound very monotone, and I'm trying to work on that. But I also have like a very like straight face, I guess. I'm quiet, but I can be pretty loud too, just as I get to know people. But like, it shouldn't matter, man. It shouldn't matter. One dude's loud, one dude's quiet, one dude's shy, one person's this, one person's that. If she's this way, that way, who cares? Like, why does that matter? Like, that's that's their personality. Why would you want an entire civilization of the same personality? You know, people don't even know what they want. They don't until they get it or they lose it. People are like, oh, I want him to be like this, well, like with me. And bro, you're gonna have a whole village, a whole world of yous, bro. And you're like, man, I hated him, bro. I would not want a world of me's, dude. It would be exhausting having to hear this philosophical stuff all the time, and I love philosophy, but man, sometimes I want to hear someone else, you know, like I want to hear their perspective. You know, I often say that don't expect yourself from others, but I don't want that, honestly. I want others to be them, even if I don't agree with them or like them. I'm grateful that I can feel that. I get to feel that I don't like them, or we just don't click like that. I'm grateful for that. Because how amazing is it that you can experience just some random person on the subway or on the bus or at the park or at the counter have a small 1 minute conversation or 30 seconds, all it takes, and you have a whole new perspective. That's what I do. I try to take as much as I can from people. I really just I'm telling you, man, I could yap forever, dude. And this isn't nothing, you know, stuff just comes in my mind. I'm gonna start carrying this mic with me. I don't even want to stop. Like, see, I don't want to stop the recording because I might just my mind's gonna start racing a million miles again. I'm gonna turn this mic on and start talking. I apologize for the yawning as well. Did you know that yawning doesn't even mean you're sleepy? It just means you're not getting enough oxygen. You're not breathing enough. Fun fact. Or maybe I'm wrong, but I swear I saw that years ago. I saw that a long time ago. Same with like hiccups. Hiccups are like, we still think we're fish. At least that's what Google says. So if you tell yourself I'm not a fish, it'll just stop. That's no bullshit. Try it. I hope I don't get copyrighted for this song. I'm sure I'll be fine. Well, whatever. I guess. Yeah, I gotta pee, so I'm trying to hold that in. But I'm probably like 10 minutes out. Let me know what you guys think. I really want to hear your feedback and have a conversation in the comments. At least just one reply. It doesn't have to be, a 10-page essay we write to each other, but just give me your thoughts on just maybe one topic. I really want to. Best believe I read everything, and I hope one day that I can show my face on here without any repercussions. So we'll see. You guys be safe and have a good day. Have a blessed day.